Hey, what's up guys, welcome to Tech Tips, and today we are mounting Google Drive as an external drive on your computer. Now you will say, why would you do this when you have something called Google Drive Sync or Mega Drive Sync? So probably these applications actually take space on your computer, right? On your Mac, say for example. But if you mount that, say if you mount a Google Drive, so you can access the files from your Finder app, you can transfer your files, and it won't count against your storage, which is very good. Now, probably you would ask, so is there any application for the same? No. We're going to do it manually. We are using some applications and some terminal commands. So we're actually using Rclone. Now Rclone is actually coming from Linux world. So when I was on Linux, I used Linux for a year before buying a Mac. So it's a very popular Linux application, and in Linux you just install this, you configure it, and you can set up a cron job. Now again, these might be technical for you, but I will try to keep it as simple as just copy pasting the commands. Of course, you need a little bit of terminal knowledge for that, and a little bit of how OS works before you can do this. But trust me, once you do this, there's no problem at all. Like, your life will be simpler. You just boot up, go to your Finder, you will find your Google Drive or Mega Drive mounted as a folder or as a disk, and you can just access transfer files. Okay, so I will go step by step guide. Of course, there will be an article on our website for the same to help you out. So let's get started. So first of all, you need Homebrew. Now with the Homebrew, we will install Rclone. Okay, so Rclone, again, as I said, it's coming from Linux world. It's a very popular Linux application where you can mount, say, Google Drive, Mega Drive, Dropbox, and plethora of applications. You can connect to an external server or your own storage server if you have that. So a lot of pro stuff there. So install Brew. You just need to copy this command in your terminal. This gonna take a little bit longer, so stay patient. So just go to the terminal and just paste this thing. Okay, now I won't do that because I have already installed the Homebrew, so I'm kind of skipping some steps here, but it would be similar, right? And because I'm using this, see, I bought this Mac on March, so I installed this thing on April. There were some errors, uh, so 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 this is probably the M1. So with normal Mac it works, but with M1 you need a specific version of macFuse. Okay, so again, Tech Tips is all about solving your queries, and I dig to forums and found the solution, so we're gonna do that in this video. Again, I think I'm going too much out of track. Let's focus on the steps. So you will find all the steps on our website. Link will be in the video description. So first of all, you install Homebrew, which is going to take 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, that allows you to install Rclone. So you don't need to follow all the steps. Okay, so why the reason why I asked you to install Brew, because now you can just do Brew, install Rclone. Again, the step-by-step guide will be on the website, so don't worry about that. You just copy this Brew, install Rclone, and you just paste it in your terminal. Press enter. It will ask you for your sudo password or your Mac password. You're good to go. Now that you have installed Rclone, you also need to install macFuse. See, we're going to use Rclone Mount feature, and in order to work that, the Rclone need to be able to speak to the operating system disk drive, which is locked by default in Mac. Okay, so we use something called macFuse, which allows macOS native file handling capabilities via third-party file systems. Okay, so this is an extra layer of Apple that security has. Now installing this macFuse is a little bit difficult. I had it's a long process, because once you install it, you're going to reboot it, go to the safe mode, press some allow button, then it restarts. It happens all automatically, but it's a little bit difficult because it takes your time and you need to put your Mac password. So make sure you know your Mac password properly, because you're going to enter this, I think, 3 to 4 times when you install macFuse. Okay, so make sure you download this macFuse 14.2.4. which is an Apple Silicon or Intel release. Okay, so make sure to download this. I actually tried Rclone a lot earlier, but I was not able to run the feature because I was missing macFuse, and even I tried macFuse, so there were some command changes which needs to be done. But for you, everything is just ready. You just follow the steps and you don't need to worry about anything. It will work with your M1 Mac. So to make sure you download the Apple Silicon version of macFuse. So I have downloaded it. So let's install this. Okay, so you see install macFuse. This package will run a program to determine the software can be installed. Allow. Okay, continue, agree. It will take 6.9 MB of computer. Again, it's asking me password, so let's enter it. So this is gonna be installed. Okay. The system extension required for mounting Fuse volume could not be loaded. Please open the Security and Private System pane, go to General Preferences, allow loading system software from developer Benjamin Fischer. A restart might be required before the system extension can be loaded. Sorry if I'm not able to pronounce the word. So probably, again, macOS is super secure. So in order for this application allow to access your file system, which again, you don't need to do all the steps on Linux, but on Mac it's more secure. You need to allow the developer the permission to modify your system. So you go to Open Security and Privacy. Okay, you will see system software from developer has been updated. Okay, so you click Authenticate. You can do user touch ID, and you can just click Allow. Okay. Again, it will ask you password. I say make sure you keep your Mac password again and again ready. A restart is required before your new system extensions can be used. So you need to restart it, and because I already approved this developer, it's just asking me to restart it. But when you will do this, it will take you to the safe mode. Again, it will take you automatically to the safe mode. You don't want to do anything, you just click restart in safe mode. It will take you to safe mode. There it will open the system preferences automatically, and there you need to allow this developer access to the system settings. Once you allow it, then only this application will work. Okay, and macFuse is very important in this process. That's why I'm not configuring Rclone first. I'm making sure you install macFuse properly. So let's restart it and I will be back. So guys, I've restarted, as you can see. So now there's no option like allow developer the access or something like that. It means it should be going fine. If for you it's still showing that allow a developer, then probably you not have done the process properly. So just go ahead, make sure that doesn't appears, and now we can start with the other process. Now this is the important process. Like the important was macFuse, of course, but the second most important, configuring the Rclone mount. So in order to use the Rclone mount command, which will allow us to mount the Google Drive and Mega Drive on the computer, we first need to configure Rclone. Okay, so I hope you installed the Brew, and you also installed the Rclone. So if you remember, we just pasted the command using Brew install Rclone. So now we will just go to our terminal, and here we just type Rclone config. Okay, now for me, you can see there's two configs already. So I have configured Google Drive and Mega Drive, but it's very easy. So all you need to do is just press, for you it will be empty, right? So you just press N, which refers to a new remote, as you can see, and you press enter. It will ask you a name, so you can give anything like Google Drive or Mega Drive or anything name you would like the folder to be. And now I won't show you each step because you've already allowed it, and I don't want to reveal my Google password with you guys. So I will show you how it goes. So you press N. Okay, now again, I will leave this direct Rclone article in our website as well as in the description. Probably I will put in our website. We'll put this snippet as well as a link to this Rclone website. So you press N. It will ask you to provide a name like it did. So they provided a remote. You can name it anything. Okay. Now you just need to choose a number one from below or choose your own value. So you just need to choose what drive you want to configure. Okay. So you can see if you want to configure Google Drive, you just need to type drive. And same way if you want to configure Mega, there would be a list. You just type Mega. Okay. So just type that. Okay, now it will ask you for Google Application Client ID. Just press enter, leave it blank. Then it will ask you Google Application Client Secret. Just leave it blank. This if you want to do for more security purpose, you can definitely use those. But again, you need a Google developer account to generate those keys. Okay, so scope that Rclone should use when you're requesting access from Drive. Choose a number from below. So make sure you have full access to all files, including application data folder. Okay, because you just don't want to see it. You are able to download it, copy it, move it. So you're going to provide full access. So you just select the number from here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So just select 1. It's just pressing some buttons and clicking enter. Okay. Now I couldn't do this again because I've already configured it, so it will give issues. ID of the root folder, leave it blank normally. Again, so I just need to leave it blank. Service account details, okay, you can also leave this blank. And it says use autoconfig. You click yes. Okay, once you click yes, your browser will open, and if it is not opening, you can just go to this URL. It opened for me, so definitely it should open for you. I will just ask you to log in with Google or Mega. You just click allow. It will ask you for file permissions. You just click allow. So it will ask configure this as a shared drive or team drive. So if you want this to be accessed in your home network, see, it will mount it as a drive, okay, as an external drive. So if you're using, say, a NAS or something like that in your home, and you want to be able to access this drive outside your network, I mean outside your computer, inside your home network, then you can click yes. Otherwise you can click no. For security reasons, I will also select no, because I already have NAS. So if I need to access it, I will access that, not my Google Drive. Okay, that's it. Like, that's the setup. Then you can just clear everything and oops. Okay, so that's because the Rclone is running. So it's better that I will start it again. So you can again run Rclone config to make sure it's properly. So you can see Google Drive, which is type drive, and Mega Drive is type Mega. So this type is what you actually typed in this step. Okay, so you know it's properly detected, it's properly configured in your system, and now Rclone is able to access your drive. Okay, perfect. Now you need to use Rclone Mount feature. Okay, so Rclone Mount will mount that on your computer. Okay, so now this is a tricky part. So normal Rclone command doesn't work with the M1 Mac. You need to provide some attribute in order it will work with M1 Mac. So this is the problem of solution that a lot of people were not able to mount on the M1. So this is the code for that. All you need to do is just copy this. Again, we'll put it on our website. Now make sure you replace this name. Okay, so if you see, it's a Google Drive. Okay, so make sure you replace this Google Drive with whatever name you have configured in the Rclone. So again, I will again show you just to make sure that doesn't go wrong. You can see I have named it Google Drive. So whatever name that you give here, replace it with here. Okay, I will put the snippet as it is on the website so that you can just replace it. Okay, I don't want to confuse you. Okay, and then this path, users Akshay Google Drive. So you need to create a new folder in your Mac. You just create a new folder, whatever you want to name it. Okay, I will just delete this as of now. Okay, create a new folder. So I have created, say, Google Drive and Mega Drive, as you can see. Okay, so you just need to copy this slash users slash akshay slash mega. Okay, so you can see here, so slash users slash your username slash whatever folder name you give. So slash users slash your Mac username and your folder whatever you give. Okay, and same for Mega Drive. Okay, so you just need to copy this. So you just paste this here. It will ask you for sudo password again, and now it will mount that Google or Mega Drive to your computer. Okay, so make sure you exit the Rclone config once you start that. I was just pasting it inside that Rclone config window. So this will take some time, probably a minute or something like that, and then hopefully it should be done. So I think it's not. So you can see the Google Drive seems to be mounted. Okay, so you can see fuse here. Okay, it means that macFuse is running properly, but my Mega Drive isn't. Let's run this again. Okay, as you can see, so if it's not working on first attempt, try it again, no problem. Okay, you can see now my Mega Drive, see it gives fatal error, directory is not empty. If you want to mount it anywhere, use allow non-empty option. See, it was just a bug, so now you can see it mounted. You can see a fuse, so your normal folder will look like this, but once it is that fuse folder, that the application that is accessing your drive, it will convert it to this logo. Now that's done, you can just go inside your folder and you can access all your Google Drive files or your Mega Drive files right here. As you can see, this is my Google Drive. This is the Google One membership, so it's like 100 GB. I have the 100 GB right here. So I can just copy or paste anything. Let me show you. So let me try to paste something. So let's copy this. Let's copy something, right, from the text show files. Let's copy this intro. Okay, we will open a new window just to make sure. You're gonna paste in downloads, and this is literally your Finder app. Okay, so you can even access the other application could also access this drive. Okay, there you have it. It is working fine. You can see there's the video. It did fast. It won't be as fast as a literally drive connected to your computer, but it's nice. And if you want even more speed, you can configure with those keys. But again, that's a pro stuff, only for pro people. If you want more security, more speed, then that security key will help, because a lot of people are using this developer security key, so it might be a little bit slower. Like all are accessing the Google Drive API through that same key, right? So. And I think you can even access directly from here. So if I open channel art template, it can be a little bit slower because it's literally accessing the file from the Google Drive, but it does work. This is a large file, as you can see. So that's good. So you can access files directly. You can just stream videos, edit documents, and it doesn't count towards your storage, which is very good. So that's pretty much for this video. No, there's one important step that I forget. Now you need to run this command every time you need to mount this, which is not practical. I want it to mount every time my computer boots up. Okay, the solution to this problem, in Linux we use cron jobs to do this. Like whenever the computer boots up, automatically run this command. On Mac, we need to do something different. It's the same thing, but we need to follow a step. All you have to do is just go to the scripts editor. Okay. Now here you create a new document. Okay, I have already created, say, 2 documents: Mount Google Drive, Mount Mega Drive. You can name whatever you want. You just click open it. Okay, you just open it and you just need to paste this command. Okay, this pasting, I will leave this in our website, so make sure you paste it. all you need to do is you just need to paste the Rclone config thing, which I gave you here. So you just need to copy this. Make sure you put your drive name and your folder name, and you just need to paste it inside this inverted commas hyphens. Okay, and you just need to save this, and you can test this by clicking the run the script button. So once you run the script, you can see it should say completed. It means it is running successfully, and you should also be able to see your macFuse connected. Okay, so once you do this, so it automatically created a script on your computer. Now you want to go to Apple logo, system preferences. Here you need to go to users and groups. You need to go in login items, and here you just need to click add. Go to the folder you created the scripts. Again, I created the scripts folder, and you just select that script, whatever you created. You just click add. Once you add, you can see I have mount Google Drive and mount Mega Drive, and you just click yes here. It will again ask you the permission, so you just give the permission, you just allow it, and voila. So now whenever you boot your computer up, this will automatically launch, like the terminal will come up and will show completed, and your Google Drive and Mega Drive is automatically mounted on the next boot. Only that pop-up thing that appears, like when you boot your computer first time, the two terminals will pop up, because I have two drives, right? Google Drive, Mega Drive. It's a little bit annoying. On Linux it happens in background, so there's no pop-ups, but on Mac the pop-up or the terminal appears. More secure, we can argue on that. But other than that, it automatically mounts and you can access your file right away. That's pretty much for this video. Hope you liked it. Give a video a thumbs up and subscribe to the Tech Show if you haven't already. You will find the step-by-step guide in the links in the description below. Thank you for watching. We'll catch you in the next video. Bye bye now.